Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode. Today we dive into the sinister, shadowed and terrifying world of Phyrexia, All Will Be One. To explore this, I have created a Dimir Toxic Proliferate Deck featuring animals transformed into those horrendous Phyrexians. I must say, I really like the set. For me, this is what Magic defines, being gritty, horror themed, featuring some degenerated alien creatures and the dark theme of course. My first deck back then was Mirrodin and I love this dark theme about those Phyrexians. For me, this feels like quite a remake of those iconic creatures. So the strategy of this deck is quite simple and therefore the mana base is also pretty low. We are playing a toxic Phyrexian deck, which means we don't aim to kill the opponent through life points. No, we want to infest the opponent by dealing 10 toxic damage, each equal to 1 poison counter. The opponent will die or implode from poison. This deck contains a lot of small creatures, so we are very fast. I like the balance between flying and non-flying creatures in this deck, allowing us to attack from above even when the opponent has big creatures on the battlefield. We have some removal spells, counter spells and some spells with proliferate, so the opponent receives an additional poison counter when they already have one. What I really like is that not only do we have creatures with toxic, but also many of our instant spells have proliferate or give the opponent a poison counter when we cast them. This makes the deck very competitive. So let's take a closer look at the creatures. For 1 mana we have a small but effective creature, it's Bilious Skull Dweller, because of Death Touch, which will keep the big creatures away from us, and it also has Toxic 1. Then we have our Pestilent Siphoner. The only difference between this and the prior creature is that this creature has flying. It's important to deal at least 1 damage with toxic early on the start, giving poison counters to the opponent. So therefore we have our Thrumming Bird, a flying creature with proliferate, and as soon as the opponent has a poison counter on it, it counts like toxic. Then we have also White Wing Hybrid, who is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Because whenever we proliferate, we can return this creature back from the graveyard to our hand, and it has also Toxic 1 and Flying. Then we have Venser Corpse Puppet. Yeah, it's not the most stunning creature, but it fits to the theme. Combined with cards that have proliferate, we can decide either we create a legendary 3/3 Phyrexian Golem token creature, or target artifact creature gets lifelink and flying. So basically we can target the Golem token or the Phyrexian Might with Toxic, which we can create thanks to the Mirex here. So then we have also our Blight Belly Rat for 2 mana. It's a 2/2 toxic creature and also with proliferate. When it dies, for me this creature can be very aggressive, but it's also the ideal blocker. During the game we can easily sacrifice this creature and it will trigger proliferate. And mostly when we already gave the opponent 7 poison counters, it's a difficult situation for them. We don't necessarily must attack, we can also lean back and wait for cards with proliferate and giving the opponent poison counters that way. Our last creature is Tactile Inquiry Dominus. Somehow it reminds me of Cthulhu, it's also like that terrifying creature, a Phyrexian horror with flying. If we would proliferate twice instead. So those were the creatures, and let's move on to the instant spells. We have 1 counter spell, it's Reject Imperfection, and if we counter a spell with mana value 3 or less, it also proliferates. With Prologue of 2 Phrases, we can each opponent gets a poison counter and we draw a card. We have 2 removal cards. We have Vraska's Fall, where the opponent must sacrifice a creature or a planeswalker, and they get also a poison counter. The other one is Shieldred's Addict, one of the most played removal cards in MTG Arena. Here we can decide among 3 things. The opponent sacrifices a creature or token creature or a planeswalker. So let's move on to the enchantments. We have here Phyrexian Arena for 3 mana, which is great for card drawing because our mana curve is pretty low. We run out of cards quickly, so it can be very useful to draw more cards and poison our opponent even faster. Then we have also Necrogen Communion, can be very effective because it gives the creature Toxic 2, and if the creature dies we can return it back to the battlefield. I like to attach it mostly to the flying creatures or to the red, so we can proliferate twice. We have 1 planeswalker, Vraska, Betrayal Stink. Yeah, it's very expensive, therefore we will not cast it that often. It costs like actually 5 mana or 6 mana. We can also pay life for that. And yeah, basically only the first abilities may be important. You draw a card and you lose 1 life, and proliferate. So I guess that's it. We have in total 21 lands, and this is enough. We have 7 islands, 9 swamps. We have also 1 surgical bay, and also 1 the dross pits. So we can sacrifice those land cards and we can draw a card. With Mirex we can also create some Phyrexian mites with Toxic 1. So as I said at the beginning, we can also use Venser Corpse Puppet and combine it with Mirex, so those creatures will get flying. What else? Yeah, in my sideboard we have here only Nimrazer Paladin, 1 copy, Toxic 2. When this creature enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. So I would just recommend it to maybe exchange it with Vraska, Betrayal Sting, because those are the 2 cards with 5 mana. So either this, the Planeswalker, or the creature. You can always decide. So yeah, this is the deck, and yeah, let's play some games. So here we go, we start the game with 2 flying creatures with Hummingbird and White-Wing hybrid. And yeah, the most important thing is that we have at least 1 creature with Toxic, so we can give the opponent 1 poison counter, and then we can use the ability Proliferate. So with Hummingbird on the battlefield we can use that, and we will just add an additional counter to the opponent. And Void-Wing Hybrid is also very special because we can bring this creature always back from the graveyard whenever we proliferate. So now we can use Vraska's Vault to get rid of the vampire. Yeah, so it's a card, creature card from the newest set, Outlaws. Oh, Laughing Jasper Flint, also from the same set. Yeah, I really dislike this card because I think that's the card where where the opponent can steal our cards from the library and use it against us. And I really don't like when the opponent is using our cards against us. So yeah, maybe you have the same feeling whenever someone is touching your cards and using them against you. Yeah, and all the other creatures, they will also have the creature type Mercenary. Vadmir, that's the same card as previous. Yeah, they are stealing our cards from the library, so we will not block. And Necrogan Communion is also very useful because we can attach it, for example, to the hybrid, and it will deal 3 poison counters to the opponent. Yeah, Hummingbird is so effective in this deck, despite of Proliferate, but basically it's the same as Toxic, because once the opponent has the poison counter on it, it works like Toxic then. And also Tekutal, we can use the ability Proliferate twice. Yeah, they used, unfortunately, our creature Pestilent Siphoner, which is also a flying creature. So you can see, actually, in this deck it's very easy to give the opponent poison counters because we have so many flying creatures. So that's one of the advantages here. Yeah, Hummingbird, if we are going to attack with all the creatures, I think that's it, because also thanks to the ability of Tekutal, which doubles Proliferate here, and we can also attach Necrogan Communion to this creature. So I think that's it. They can only block 1 of them. Yeah, Hummingbird. So GG! Awesome. And now the opponent will explode. Yeah, I'm not really satisfied with this hand. 3 lands at the beginning. Perhaps is too much, so we will do Mulligan. This looks more promising. Then we can put the 1 copy of White-Wing Hybrid under the library, and then we will just cast the other copy in turn 2. Broker's Hideout, so they will also receive 1 life. And yeah, we have also Venser Corpse Puppet, so we can also produce a Golem token as a blocker. And yeah, here we have also the Necrogan Communion, we can attach it to the hybrid. Flourishing Bloomkin, so for each forest it will receive a +1/+1. Yeah, for each forest you control. I think we don't have to use the removal card on this creature. We can just instead cast Venser Corpse Puppet. And then next turn, yeah, also we can just cast the Pestilent Siphoner, Aftermath Analyst. So it looks like we are playing against a mono green deck. And as long they don't have any creatures with reach, that's fine. Then we can just kill the opponent with our flying creatures. Pestilent Siphoner is one of these, also a flying creature. So let's attack with... yeah, we can attack with both creatures. If they are attacking with the Aftermath Analyst, we can also block with the rat. Or actually we can sacrifice the rat to solve. You control 7 or more lands, okay. In this case, maybe it's better just to block with the rat, because it has the ability Proliferate. So now they will have 3 poison counters. Ah yeah, and we can also create the Golem token. Great, so we have an additional blocker here. Prologue to Phyrexia. Maybe we can... yeah, we will draw a card. Ah, bad. That's a land. And yeah, the mana curve is so low in this deck, so more lands is very bad for us. So maybe... yeah, let's use Shieldred's Addict. They will sacrifice, I believe, the Analyst. Then let's attack. And then next turn we'll just go all in. We'll just attach Necrogan Communion to the hybrid. And we'll also cast the Pestilent Siphoner. Expand Ferox. Wow, Death Touch, Haste and Ward. So many abilities. Okay, so first we will cast the Siphoner. And then we can attach the Necrogan Communion to the hybrid. And let's attack. So yeah, I think that's it. That was very fast. You can see Necrogan Communion makes the difference. Maybe it would also work with 2 copies of that at the beginning. But the problem is, yeah, you don't know if you're playing against maybe a black-green deck, so the opponent has also some removal cards. Or in green is very usual that you have some cards that it deals damage from your creature to the opponent's creature. Yeah, so then now we have also Vrosk as well. I think that's not necessary right now, and we'll just attack and GG and explode. Oh wow, we have 3 copies of White Wing Hybrid at the beginning. Yeah, sure, we'll take that, and it will make the game easier for us if we have only creatures with Flying and Toxic. Also the Pestilent Siphoner is a creature with Toxic. And the only card that we are missing right now is the Framing Bird. Because of the ability Proliferate, we can just bring back the hybrid back from the graveyard to our hand. And yeah, let's cast all of them straight ahead. Just, yeah, we'll just deal damage to the opponent. And Bilious Skull Dweller can be also very useful if the opponent has a big creature. So, yeah, obviously we are playing against an Azorius deck, so probably they have also a counter spell, yeah. Yeah, they are just waiting. So maybe we... not yet. First we'll go with the Bilious Skull Dweller. So now they can waste... oh, okay. I thought they will waste the counter spell. Fairy Mastermind. Oh, okay, it gets... it's a flying creature with flash, sure. Yeah, anyway. And then we can use the Prologue. Ah, bad. Can you imagine that we have only 21 lands in our deck and already 4 on the battlefield? Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it's very unlucky, but yeah, it's just 21 lands. And at the beginning you just need 2, because the mana curve is so low. And okay, maybe they will use it now, the counter spell. Let's see. Yeah, here we have... no, it's another creature with flash, but they can also exile it. Great move, by the way. So yeah, let's attack with both creatures. I mean, I really like the planet of Phyrexia. It's so devastating, and just all those Phyrexian creatures, they look so terrifying. Like, yeah, aliens or, yeah, horror-like creatures. It's so dark. I really like the theme of the stack and also of the planet. So yeah, let's put all the creatures on the battlefield and then attack. Oh, yeah, I just forgot. The Pestland. Oh, that was bad. And just too quick. However, we can use the Prologue to Phyrexia, and we have 3 creatures with Toxic. The Aven Interrupter. So let's see. Yeah, they're thinking if they are going to use again, huh? How I thought again. Maybe they will use finally a counter spell. Yeah. Also with the red will trigger Proliferate here. And we can also create the Golem. And we'll take all the hybrids back to our hand. Yeah, GG. So what do we have here? We have Venser Corpse Puppet, also we have 2 copies of Bilious Caldera. I think with this we are very limited, so we have to do Mulligan. This looks better. We have the Surgical Bay, which we can also sacrifice. Also a removal card. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's see. Maybe we'll just put Framing-Bird under the library. Yeah, because with Bilious Caldera we have the ideal blocker. Also with Death Touch. Then with Siphoner we can deal damage. And it has Toxic. And we have also Shieldred's Addict, so we can just get rid of one of our opponent's creatures. So let's attack. So yeah. Very cool sleeves, by the way. Ella's Il Core. Okay, it's something about life gaining. Also the opponent will lose life points whenever a creature dies or enters the battlefield. So Shieldred's Addict, I think it's a very good trade. Surgical Bay. Let's attack. And then we can also put the Siphoner on the battlefield. Yeah, it's an Orzhov deck. So we can expect some removal cards, also... What else? Yeah, Ossification, of course. Ossification, I hate that card. I can't wait to use that card also in my Phyrexian deck, because the next deck that I will play is the white-green Phyrexian deck. With Ossification, with the Phyrexian tokens, and yeah, I'm looking forward for that, because in my estimation it could be one of the strongest block decks ever. It has so many rares, mythic rares, yeah, cards in the deck, so probably we can also reach mythic with this deck. And yeah, let's see. But right now I have this Phyrexian Fever. I'm really into this set. Also, I want to buy also a display from this set and create every deck that is possible. Actually, also every Phyrexian deck from each color. Here we have the second copy of Ossification. Yeah, we can use Vraska's Fall right now, or let's see what the opponent is going to cast. Pass, pass. Yeah, we can just receive the free damage. We still have 17, so that's fine. And Yeah, maybe it's better to use it right now, Vraska's Fall. What do you mean? Also, we can use Mirex. But I think we shouldn't take any risk, so let's cast Vraska's Fall. So we have so many options. Actually, we can just wait, because we can use Reject Imperfection. And also, yeah, Shieldred, okay, yeah, for sure we have to use that. That was really fine. Wow, all the cards are from the same set, right? Yeah, they are. So, Tekotal, if you would proliferate twice instead. Or the Blight Belly Rat. And then we can use Prologue also when our opponent will cast something. Lisa, Forgotten Archangel, yeah, it's the time. Shieldred's Addict, perfect. What a timing. Yeah, whenever another non-token creature you control, yeah, so it's... Yeah, you can combine it with the zombie creature that our opponent casted earlier in the game. So now we can use... Yeah, Shieldred's Addict, I think that we don't have any other choice. So let's force the opponent to sacrifice a non-token creature and attack. Non-drug, wow, some very strong cards. So yeah, let's use Tekotal, Inquire, Dominos. And the good thing is, yeah, we'll just attack with the rat. And they have to block, they are dead anyway. So that rat is just MVP. Proliferate twice. GG. And we are coming closer. Yeah, we have only one land, so we have to do mulligan. But finally we have the Phyrexian Arena and we cannot use that. Oh, here we have the second copy. What a coincidence, so we'll take that. And we will put, yeah, Shieldred's Addict under the library. So hopefully we'll draw a second swamp. Yeah, that's the issue of Phyrexian Arena, because it requires 2 black mana. Hopefully no more islands. Ah, seriously? Yeah, it's always like that. Okay. So let's cast the Thrumming Bird. And we can attack with the Skull Dweller. Give the opponent 1 poison counter. So Phyrexian Arena, I really want to use it because sometimes you can see how quickly we run out of cards. And then when we just have like more creatures with Toxic and also with Flying, it makes everything easier for us. Ambitious Farmhead. I mean, I don't want to use the Shieldred's Addict on that. So let's attack with both and we block. Yeah, everyone would trade that. So next turn, or in the turn of Giada, Font of Hope. So our opponent has also some angels. That's very bad for us because all of them, they have flying. So let's force them to sacrifice Giada, because you can also spend her mana to cast angel spells. Yeah, that was very important. Here we have another Skull Dweller. They have only 1 mana, so I doubt they can do anything right now with only 1 mana. But yeah, how about Prologue? I mean, we can use it also at the end or now. Yeah, I would say we will just attack first with the Thrumming Bird, and in our opponent's turn we can also use the Prologue. Yeah, they only have 3 poison counters, that's way too less. Catilda, Downheart, Mater. I mean, it's strange because it's not an angel. I mean, I think that they just put random cards in the stack. So yeah, but the problem is it's also a flying creature. But now we can use Phyrexian Arena. So yeah, at the beginning of your upkeep you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So finally we'll draw more cards. Come on, what's going on here? Yeah, the prologue for Phyrexian. And I think we can just attack with both creatures. So let's do that. Maybe they will also block Hummingbird. Yeah, they do. Excellent. Oh, they will make it indestructible, or they will enhance it. Yeah, indestructible until end of turn. And scry 1, sure. So 5 poison counters. And the Siege Veteran. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if they have lifelink, we are not aiming for the life points. So that's also fine for us. So come on, give us some good cards. Another prologue. But we have here Shieldred's Addict, so we can use that. And probably they will just sacrifice Catilda. But we can also attack with the Scout Dweller. So let's do that. I think Siege Veteran also triggers the ability whenever a soldier dies. They will create a token, yeah, perfect. So only when it's a soldier. Oh, they are blocking. I didn't expect that actually. Again, okay, Lawrence Escape. Yeah, that's bad. Well, it's so close. They have already 6 poison counters and we have 2 copies of Prologue to Phyrexian. Depends if Phyrexian Arena gives us more good cards with Proliferate or with, yeah, giving the opponent some poison counters, then we can win the game. So now it's a 4/4 creature with lifelink and flying, also with protection. Okay, Pestilent Siphoner can be our blocker. Shall we? Yeah, let's cast Hummingbird also. So let's see if they are going to attack, because then we can just block with 1. Or actually we don't have to block with them. And then next turn we'll just attack with both creatures. And we still have the Prologue on our hand. So it looks, yeah, it looks very good for us. Siege Veteran. Or maybe they can also exile one of our creatures. Maybe they have Ossification, Borrowed Time, yeah. Also a similar card. You can exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. So... But even though I wouldn't attack when... Let's see... they're enhancing it, okay. Yeah, that's not very clever in this situation. Yeah, because they're underestimating our position right now. They don't know what cards we have on our hand. Yeah, sure, could be also just a land. But each opponent gets a poison counter, draw a card. Oh, nice, we have the Necrogon Communion. Great, so we can enhance it, the Hummingbird, and it will deal also 2 toxic, 2 poison counters, and also it has Proliferate. Yeah, they don't have enough mana, so we are very lucky, and they can just do it immediately. So submit. Yeah, very close game. GG. Wow, this hand looks very promising. Yeah, that's a very decent hand. We have only 2 lands, that's enough. Also we have a removal card, we have Necrogen Communion, also 3 creatures. So that's, yeah, that's a very good hand that we have here. So Keyboard Reckoner Raid. Let's cast Thrumming Bird and we can attack. Perfect, so they have received the first poison counter. Oh, Corrupt Court Official, so we have to discard. So I believe that our opponent might play a discard deck. So here we have the Mirrodin, and now the question is, shall we just attach Necrogen Communion to the Thrumming Bird? Because either, if it's just a discard deck, they don't, or maybe they have only a few removal cards, but not as many as you're usually playing in a mono black deck. Yeah, we'll just take the risk. So now they received 3 poison counters. And let's see what they are going to do. Oh, the Virus Beetle, so we have to discard, yeah, as I thought. The Thrumming Bird. And we have to be very quick. So time matters. 7. And then next turn we can also cast Pestilence Siphoner. Ah, okay, here we have a removal card, cut down. But the good thing is, yeah, it returns back on the battlefield. So that's, yeah, that's the advantage of that. 3rd copy of Thrumming Bird. Yeah, let's cast the 3rd copy and attack with those other 2. Yeah, GG. Bah. That was close. So here we go. Oh, we have only swamps, no islands. Yeah, and reject imperfection also requires 2 blue mana. So we have to do mulligan. Yeah, we have to do mulligan again. Also, we have only 1 swamp and some blue spells also. And we have to take it, otherwise we'll have no cards left in our hand. I mean, all of them are black spells, maybe we'll just put Mirrodin under the library. Yeah. So turn 1 we can cast the Skull Dweller and we just need 1 more land. Perfect. So here we have the island. So now we can cast all of the spells. And let's see what the opponent will cast. We can also use Shieldred's Addict. Yeah, the Tenacious Underdog. I think we don't have to use it on that. Let's attack. Let's see if they are going to block. Okay, they are making the trade. I mean, the question is, shall we use Shieldred's Addict? Nah, we don't have. And let's cast the Pestilence Siphoner. So yeah, they are playing an Orzhov deck. Yeah, perfect. So we can also cast Shieldred's Addict, get rid of Adeline. Could be very problematic for us if they are creating a lot of tokens. Yeah, then we would be very quickly dead. Coppercoat Vanguard. Yeah, so first the Skull Dweller and then the Rat. Let's attack. 2 poison counters. I mean, looks... For now it looks actually good. We can deal damage with the Siphoner. If they are going to attack with the Tenacious Underdog, we can also block with the Rat. So they will get an additional poison counter. Sigarda's Splendor. Vraska's Fall. I mean, we just need 1 more island, so we can use the Reject Imperfection. Yeah, the good thing is also all of those instant cards, like the counter spell, the removal spell, they also give the opponent poison counters. So yeah, we have to be aware if we are going to cast Reject Imperfection. We have to see how much the opponent is how much mana the opponent is spending for the spell. because if it's 2 or 3 or less, I think, they will also get an additional counter. Let's attack. Yeah, in this case we don't care about Shieldred. We'll just do our plan. And yeah, then we can also easily sacrifice the rat if they want to attack with Shieldred. Yeah, maybe they don't know what the rat can do. If it dies, it proliferate. Yeah, GG. Okay, they just escaped. So we have 2 islands, that's bad, no swamp, so in this case we have to do mulligan. This looks better, we have the surgical bay which we can also sacrifice, and 1 swamp. Reject imperfection, I think we will just put it under the library because it's too risky to have a card that requires 2 blue mana. So yeah, the rest is quite okay. Framing Bird, Wide Wing Hybrid, yeah, looks good. So let's put it and we'll just start the game by playing Surgical Bay. Yeah, I think it's a shame that because soon they will release the newest set, it's the Assassin's Creed set, and it's a shame that it will not be on Magic Arena also, because the one that they have released, and it was also one of those Beyond Universes sets, was Lord of the Rings, and which also had the whole set with a display you could just purchase, and now you can do that also with Assassin's Creed. And yeah, it's a shame that it's not coming to MTG Arena. So I was actually looking forward to create also Assassin's Creed decks. So yeah, unfortunately. And yeah, for me it would be nice. I was a huge Assassin's Creed fan from the beginning. I really enjoyed playing the first games with Assassin's Creed 1, of course, with Ezio, the Assassin's Creed 2, then Brotherhood, Revelations, and I also like the third one, which takes place in Northern America during the American Revolution. And yeah, also I really liked Unity and Syndicate, but after that with Odyssey and with Origins it didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game anymore for me. Also the last one, Valhalla, was not great. It was very repetitive, very boring, always the same. The world is just yeah, huge. And I forgot, one of the best games ever is of course Black Flag. It has less to do with assassins, but yeah, as a pirate game it's just unbelievable. It's so great. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. So yeah, let's focus back on the game. So we can... Yeah, let's wait, they have some counter spells. Yeah, they're doing nothing at the moment, so in this case we can use Mirix, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian token. Yeah, I think that's the strategy right now. We'll just lean back and we'll just create some tokens. But also the price for the display, for the Assassin's Creed display, is ridiculous, because the set contains only, I think, 100 individual cards, and I saw some some guys packing out the sets, and you could see that you can receive like 5 copies of the same card, and they showed like they had like 7 cards. They had almost 10 copies of each of those cards, which is a ridiculous amount. Even I mean, you're paying 100 and I believe 130 euro, and then you're having so many copies. It's really hard to to build a deck with those displays then. Behold the Unspeakable. Creatures you don't control get -2, -0. Sure. Yeah, let's create more tokens. And then... yeah, it's now our turn. Actually, I don't want to put any other creatures on the battlefield, because maybe they have yeah, they can just destroy the whole battlefield. I mean, yeah, we can just risk it. With one creature, build a Skull Dweller. Let's see if they will counter that spell. Yeah, they don't. Counter the target creature spell. So let's see how... yeah, they have a lot of counter spells, you can see. But what exactly is the strategy behind this deck? Only to counter every spell that we want to cast? But yeah, I think we are doing it the right way. We will just not cast anything, and we will just deal damage with those tiny Phyrexian tokens. Draw 2 cards, then discard the card unless there are 5 or more mana values. Yeah. They really like to draw cards. Oh, Vision of the Unspeakable. It's a creature with trample, flying 4/4, and now it's a 6/6. Ah, okay, yeah, it depends on how many cards they have in their hand. Oh, and they have so much mana on the battlefield. Yeah, let's create more, I would say. And the good thing is they are not able to counter that. So we have found a weakness. I mean, we can also risk that. Let's see if they are going to counter that spell. I mean, next turn we will just attack with all of them. Ah, yeah, we have to pay 2. Yeah, I would say we'll just attack now. Yeah, we're just 1 win away from Platin. Okay, so only 1, so I think we can also put 1 creature on the battlefield. And we are still able to use Mirrodin. Also, they don't have so many creatures in their deck, right? And that's the only one? Yeah, it only contains removal cards, counter spells, and cards where you can just draw more cards. But yeah, they didn't expect us to have Mirrodin, so... let's use it again. Island, and yeah, I suppose they have another removal card, so they can just kill both of them. Yeah, Hero's Downfall, my gosh. Very, very laborious. So now we have to put another creature on the battlefield. I'm in Vanzer Corpse Puppet or maybe Frumming Bird. End turn. Yeah, you can see only removal cards, counter spells, and yeah, cards where you can just draw even more counter and removal cards. Okay, so let's use that again. Ah, we're also drawing too many lands. I mean, how about that? Vanzer Corpse Puppet. Dark Slick. Yeah, we can cast that actually. But the problem is they will block Frumming Bird, we cannot proliferate. So we cannot also create a legendary 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. Wow, that's the longest text for a token. Or maybe they can bring some removal cards back to their hand. I mean, look at this stack. They can even... what can they can do? Okay, they can counter it. Okay, they can shuffle it back into their library, I guess. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Do they have a removal card? No, they don't have. Perfect. So yeah, GG. Yeah, not the most stunning game. But yeah, GG. Yeah, and we are reaching Diamond. Perfect. Ah, Platinum, sorry. Platinum tier 4. Great. Yeah, we have reached our goal. We have reached Platinum with this deck. And yeah, we'll just play one more game. Tiny Bones joins up. So yeah, we can also celebrate that we have reached that. I mean, it's always great to get so far with a block deck. Then you can see if it's really, yeah, competitive or not. Tiny Bones joins up. So I believe we are going to play maybe against also a block deck. That would be a great ending for this. No, it's from Card of Manor. Anyway, so Void Wing Hybrid. So yeah, and then next time I will play with the green-white Phyrexian deck. I'm really looking forward for that because I believe it can be one of the most powerful block decks ever. Yeah, as I said, it has so many great cards, also so many rares and mythics. So we can easily get to Diamond. And let's see, maybe we can also reach Mythic. And so we have the Phyrexians with Dimir, black and blue. Then we have the Phyrexians with green-white. So Celestia, and which one we can also create. I think there's also one with black and red. So it would be the Rakdos. And what else? Is there maybe also a blue-green Phyrexian deck? Yeah, I really like this Phyrexian creature type, so I really want to make with each color a Phyrexian deck. So that will be my goal for the next few videos. And yeah, we just started with the Dimir deck, and it's quite competitive also. But yeah, the best thing about this deck is the balance between non-flying and flying creatures, because then we have the opportunity also to attack from, yeah, not only from the ground but also from above. And what else? Also, it's a huge advantage that also the instant spells contain something with Proliferate, or we can just give the opponent also a poison counter. Otherwise it would be impossible for a block deck to be such competitive. Deadly cover up. So yeah, and yeah, who of you will buy the Essence Greed display? Actually, I really want to have one, but yeah, I just saw some videos where people are opening their displays, and then you will receive like from one card 5 copies, and that's just too much for this price. Yeah, they're a little bit more expensive than the usual display. So, and for example, I don't want to have Arno, or who is also not very important in this game. Yeah, like 5 copies of this creature type. Yeah, they also don't have any cards. Yeah, Preacher of the Schism, Death Touch, 2/4. Yeah, the Forsake Miner is not able to block, so now we can also create a Phyrexian Might Artifact token. They will deal 2 damage to us. Blightbelly Rat. Vraska's Fall, or maybe Necrogon Commune. We can just attach it to the Bilious Skull Dweller, so they have to block with the Preacher. But we will also receive the Skull Dweller back on the battlefield, so yeah. Oh, they are blocking the token? Ah, that's not a good choice. Yeah. They will receive 4 poison counters. And turn, I think instead of casting the Blightbelly Rat, we'll just create another Might token. Giza the Hellraiser. 4/4 ward. And they will also create a blue-black zombie token, but tapped. So each opponent sacrifices a creature. I mean, it will be one of the zombies, but they will receive a poison counter. Oh, this was bad. Yeah. Actually, it's fine, because we can also use the rat as a blocker. So everything's under control. No worries. Yeah, we can just block with the rat. Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier, 3/2. So actually, yeah, I think that's it. They can just how much damage they can deal to. That's all, free. Draw a card. I mean, quite an interesting deck they have here. So actually it's enough if you're blocking with the rat. It has also menace. Anyway, let's block with both. So no surprises. And yeah, GG. So I think they didn't expect that. Submit, and yeah. So yeah, that's the Dimir Phyrexian Toxic Proliferate deck, and in the next video I will use the green-white Phyrexian deck also. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like the format I'm playing, I'm always just creating decks from one certain set. Please subscribe, leave a comment. You can always give me suggestions. Which one, which set do you want to see in action? And yeah, so thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.